Welcome to Numa, amazingly beautiful, healthy hair. Ruffled Up Style with Numa Design Team member Kristan Sayers. Section out a portion of hair at the bottom of the head. Pin the unused section out of the way. Mist neuStyling extender onto the dry section of hair. This humidity-resistant formula hydrates while penetrating the cuticle to strengthen and protect the hair. To create a custom product cocktail, use 1 pump of neuStyling Texturizer and 2 pumps of neuStyling blow-dry lotion. Emulsify the cocktail in your hands and use your palms to apply the product to the section of hair you are working with. Brush the product into the hair to ensure an even distribution. With the diffusion nozzle of your hairdryer and a large brush, follow the brush with the dryer. Continue using this method with the dryer until the hair is adequately straightened. Once one section is finished, continue this process throughout the rest of the hair until the entire head is done. Beginning in the front, begin sectioning the hair for the braiding process. Use an irregular zigzag pattern to hide the scalp. Apply neuStyling Texturizer to any spots that remain frizzy along the hairline. This will allow you to create texture that can easily be reshaped and molded while reducing frizz. Generously apply neuRepair Argan Oil. Its restorative formula instantly absorbs to revive, strengthen, and restore shine. Cover both hands completely with the oil to ensure that your hands are slick, which will help with flyaways. This method is called the Argan Glove. Start your braid. This style of braiding is called a half French braid. Incorporate strands from the hairline and back into the braided strand. Keep the braid semi-loose. When you get to the base, you will need to braid down only enough to secure the braid. Then pin the braid with a bobby pin temporarily so that it does not fall out. Zigzag another section and prepare it for braiding. Repeat the same process of product, application, and French braiding. Continue this process until a majority of the head is covered with braids, leaving only one low-parted side section above the opposite ear that you started with. Take the bobby pins off the ends of the braids. By loosening, bring the braids back up to just under where they pull away from the scalp. Use the open ends of the braids you've already made and braid them together to make one larger 4-stranded braid. Secure the end of the braid with a hair tie. Beginning from the bottom, loosen and ruffle the braid with your hands by pulling individual strands from the outside edges. Once the lower braid is fully fanned, work your way up the braids that are against the scalp, starting with the front braid and working back. Apply neuControl non-aerosol hairspray to keep the braid in its place as you progress. This is a fast-drying, humidity-resistant formula that offers medium to firm hold with natural movement. As you ruffle the braids, further back on the head, be sure to ruffle wide enough to cover the spaces between the original braids. Work your way back and around the head. You will then take the hair above the adjacent ear that you left out of the braid and direct that hair toward any place that there still are gaps or holes in the style. Once you are clear of the scalp, use a 3-strand braid all the way to the end of the hair so that you will be able to direct it where you need. Take a ruffled section of a previous braid and pull the new braid through a section at the point of the scalp where it needs to stay. You can do this multiple times to ensure its location. Once the braid is in its place, begin ruffling it at the end. It's important to ruffle this braid wide enough to cover the desired gap. Spray the ends with neuControl non-aerosol hairspray so that you don't lose any of your braid work. Pin the base of the new braid underneath and out of sight. Bobby pin loose sections as needed. Pin the covering ruffled braid in place, starting close to the top and working your way down. Since this process is designed to cover the gaps in the style, be sure to pin the ruffled edges together at each side. With the loose end of the last braid, coil it and pin it in place. Tuck and hide the tip of this braid underneath one of the other ruffled sections. Turn the end under and fasten it in place by crossing your pins and leaving them closed underneath. Numa Professional Hair Care, bringing beauty and innovation with unparalleled performance for today's well-being, because everything matters. We invite you to join us on our journey. Visit our entire line of products at numabeauty.com.